it's useful for me as a septuagenarian to exercise my brain as much as I can, particularly since I've segued into being a tour guide. I've made it a point of learning. I love to talk about, you know, the Latin names and all that sort of thing for plants. I guess I have an academic bent.
We've had kids say that they didn't have a purpose at school of any kind. Being part of this space and having something they can see and produce that contributes to a greater good has really given them value.
That's the one we should move and move out to there a bit. Gardening means everything to me at this point. It's my happy place.
Some beautiful white irises here, just really quite spectacular.
It gets your mind off problems that might otherwise overwhelm you. That mosquito is a bit much.
Working in a garden is a good way to maintain one's own mental health. Learning starts when you're young, but knowledge and experience accumulate over a lifetime.
Even if we're moving plants around at this time of year, they'll still start to grow. They're obviously guided by their natural biological rhythms. If there's certain stimulation given to them, like a new place to grow, I guess they respond to it. What appealed to me about the terraces was it was not a typical kind of garden just on a flat surface. What do you think, Dennis? Sort of about here? A little bit further back? There was all this landscape attached. The rock outcroppings joined the Garden Society here, primarily as a way of doing something I like to do. You know, even though the soil looks moist on the surface, it is very dry underneath. But also, they didn't want to be at home all the time. I think that's going to be big enough. It looks like it's leaning over right now, but if I put the base vertically, the rest of the plant may straighten up, eh? We try to appreciate where we are and enjoy the environment.
How goes it, Arthur?
How does this look? Maybe I should have twisted a little bit further this way, but it might, we'll just see how it straightens up.
Well, the sun is going to come from this direction, so I think you've placed it just right. Good thinking.
I think the team here works really well together. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but there are a couple of people here are octogenarians. And you know, you develop friendships. The segments are open up.
Before more volunteers arrive, Arthur, Allison, and Nigel do a garden walkthrough.
But let's have a look.
Now, look at that prostanthra in there. Part of the reason we do that walkabout is just to refresh our minds about what's out there and decide what needs to be done. Really crowding that
It is, yes. So that's got to be taken care of. We have to move these various plants that Valerie suggested.
And put them maybe over here?
And put them over here, and there was something else.
Well, maybe it was...
Well, maybe it was.
This,
yes, I
no,
think so.
She thinks that that's Manfreda.
Manfreda, yes.
That did so poorly when we moved it.
that it looks
And,
so much
yeah,
better.
Yeah. Look at this coming on a second
Isn't it
time.
wonderful?
The basic structure of the garden is laid out for us, these rock outcroppings and pathways. And so the garden areas are pretty well defined. That adds to the appeal of the garden because you don't want to make it seem like it's a lot of work to follow a plan, and it's much better if it's just free flowing, I think.
That branch needs to be taken away. Look, it's obviously come down.
I can't see it. Oh, the dead one, yes, of course, yeah. Right. The arbutus is much happier, I think, now.
It's a good team. It's why we get so much done.
I think we know how to put everyone to work when they get here.
At the West Shore Center for Learning, a year-round gardening program teaches students the value of growing their own food.
What kind of preserving did you do?
We canned a lot of stuff. We did canned like cucumbers, we made pickles, we did beets. It was fun.
I was thinking like a science teacher. How can I teach science with the limited resources? And I thought, oh, I don't know. It was a big challenge. So reframing my thinking, looking out the window, I saw the garden space. I had an epiphany as an educator, just realizing how much of a need there is for kids to have another way of thinking.
Did you guys use that thing that sucks the air out, the food saver at all?
Yeah, like near the, I think it was like the last few days we got to use it. We put away like cucumbers, some tomatoes.
I was utterly shocked at how few kids could even recognize common foods. I've had kids see full broccoli heads in a broccoli plant and not make the connection that that's broccoli. Looking at a yellow tomato and saying, what's that? So I just went to work and started writing curriculum.
So what do we have in the freezer to look forward to?
Should be some peas, beans, raspberries are in there.
It's a pretty amazing process.
Yeah.
I get some resistance at first. Not all kids have had a chance to be comfortable outside. But once we give them the chance, it's something that's kind of become a runaway train. It's hard for me to get them in the classroom now.
We're gonna enjoy these pancakes when they happen.
Oh yes, we are.
Lou and Braven are drying the harvested buckwheat and will mill it into flour for an upcoming school pancake breakfast.
We've got kids now that volunteer. After school, they'll ask to come on weekends. I've had kids supposed to come for 8-hour shifts and stay for 10 hours a day, a week straight.
That must be drying already. High five.
Outdoor gardening instructor Jennifer starts the school year with a class devoted to seed varieties and cover cropping.
So at this time of year, we can start getting cover crops in, and Earth is going to water it for us. So that's really great. So we want to work with that. And right now it's not raining, so it makes it easier to work with the soil. Oats has got a yellower color. Let's compare that to the winter rye. So we have barley, winter rye, and oats. It's part of the legume family, so it fixes nitrogen from the air into the soils. In the early spring, we turn it under and it decomposes, and that's how it brings back nitrogen. So when weeds have to compete with something else that's there, they're not as strong. Right over there, there's 2 right. Okay, we might even find...
school board more than ever is acknowledging that this type of stuff is really important for mental health and well-being in general.
What kind of grain do you have? It wasn't barley. What's the other kind? No, it wasn't rye. Last guess. You have it in breakfast cereals? Oats. That's right, oatmeal. It's gonna look like grass, like you could mow it. That's the one challenge with seeding it, is the birds wanna come and eat it.
This space is also becoming a therapeutic space for a lot of the kids.
You're not failing, you're doing great.
They articulate quite regularly that they need to go to the garden if they're having some stress or frustrations with their schoolwork. So we use this space as a place for them to self-regulate and to just get some time to decompress. Do you just need to dig something or break something or get really dirty, or do you need something quiet and calming? We can send them out here and then watch their energy just come way down.
So out of those ones that I talked about already, which ones need a lot of nitrogen?
I worked for the income tax office, but the day I retired was the day I came and offered my services to the gardens. We're going to have to clean up in here. I was going to pick up that branch, but I've broken my kneecap and it's all held together with wire. And sometimes going down the slope is not a sensible thing to do. You certainly have to exercise, but you have to be careful. The reason, of course, that we built these steps is because the fire marshal said that they had to be able to get up the slope in case there was a fire. And that slope was all ash, which had been pushed down from when the house burnt down in 1947. And
57.
57? We had to stabilize it, and we built all the rock walls surrounding it.
Because Nigel supervised the building of these steps, they're affectionately known as the Godfrey Steps.
You look forward to coming not just to garden, but to meet your friends whom you've grown to know over years, saying, well, now let's do this today because we want to clear this path. We have two criteria. One is that they must be good at baking because we like to have our 10 o'clock tea, and that they have a DNA test to see whether they have mountain goat in them. Most important for the terraces. Do you see that?
Oh my, yes.
A broom. Guess
Well,
what?
let me get that.
You're working every part of your body. You're working your knees, you're working your arms, you're digging, you're raking, you're getting down and working your back.
In Victoria, Scotch broom. It's very invasive. I was just up island, and all along the highway. It's just
I know, it's just
astonishing,
yellow.
yeah.
I've learned so much about gardening that I don't think you ever stop.
That pittosporum.
Latin names, they're very important because they tell you about the habits of the plants.
Get enough light.
Well, let's move that. Well, of course, they vanish almost as soon as you learn them. I tell you what needs watering is this tree.
Yeah.
Maintaining the terrace gardens keeps Allison and Arthur's minds sharp. For Arthur, it allows him to impart his knowledge to the public as a volunteer tour guide.
And this bed is just terrific.
It looks wonderful.
I had a tour group. At the end of the tour, two of the women came up to me saying that this was the best one they'd ever seen. Pretty wonderful to hear that. This triangular shaped garden is called the English Country Garden, and it's meant to mimic a large country house in England where the flowering would be at its peak. And this is a medlar tree. It's quite unique. The Latin name is Mespilus. And just on a side note too, Chaucer refers to medlars in some of his writings, and a medlar is referred to in 4 of Shakespeare's plays, including Romeo and Juliet. The fruit that will form, you have to let it blet, or basically rot, before you can eat it. I've tasted it, it doesn't taste very nice at all. Yes. Medlar. Some lovely little irises, different from the bearded type. You know, First Nations people don't really cultivate it, but the bulb was harvested and eaten. It's kind of like, I guess, an onion. As you know, a garden is a work in progress, and you'll see on this I'll also point out our arbutus tree. There are 2 or 3 of them here, but there's no other broad-leafed evergreen tree growing in Canada. Podophyllum, but it's nicknamed Spotty Dottie. All right, we'll head along this way then. It's a Douglas fir, but it's not really a fir. The Douglas fir is a hyphenated common name. It's actually more closely related to hemlocks. Hemlock is tsuga, and this is a pseudo-tsuga, false hemlock. The Garry oaks are gone for farming and development. So there is a group of local people here doing what they can to preserve them. We got everybody here? Being outdoors on a beautiful morning like this, it strengthens your life, you know. It gives you a good, gives me a good feeling at least.
That's great observations. Thank you, Colby, for sticking around for a little bit to do that.
Does it look different to you? No. So why do you think that is? What's happening with that right now?
Maybe I didn't plant it.
No, you planted it beautifully. What do you think's happening? Something's happening with it. We just can't see it.
They write in a learning journal. Some of their entries are quite profound.
Okay, what else?
This is definitely growing. My broccoli will.
It's bigger, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're acknowledging the contributions to their mental health. We see a high proportion of kids with anxiety and depression and pretty significant levels of stress, and over and over and over again they're articulating just how much better they feel, how proud they are of their radishes. That seems to be the going thing.
Wow, beautiful, Alex.
Yeah, Alex did a really good job.
The spinach is stunning.
Really good job.
Really evenly spaced.
That actually got a lot bigger than it was.
A lot of them say, oh, my dad or my mom doesn't know how to do this. So that becomes a real chance for leadership.
Now's a really good time to check for any caterpillars, and if you go along the vein of the back of the leaf.
More and more I've been encouraging them to put it on their resumes. Many kids this year have gotten jobs, largely due to their experience here in the garden.
Great.
I've also learned that they can sure show me and tell me a lot more about their learning out here in this space than they ever could on paper on a test in the classroom.
Anyone who's parked down here gotta go up top. Peppers are all $4. Cucumbers are either $2 for the little guys or $4 for the big ones.
Another cool part of it is the fundraisers, and that kind of started originally just to keep our head above water because we're not well supported financially at all.
Pretend like you're at work. So if you want a break, take a few minutes upstairs, but you're not like wandering around drinking lemonade all day, basically. Because that happened last year. You can thank the grade 12s last year for wrecking it for you. This is a learning garden, so I get to teach grade 11s and 12s agriculture outside. It's a one-of-a-kind program as far as I know, and it's really cool.
Herbs, they do have that lifespan, the annual ones, right? They want to make the seeds.
Yes.
So if you take away where they might make seeds, then they will bush out and try and get some more spots where they will make seeds. Thank you for supporting our teaching garden. And their final exam is their own garden bed, where they have to amend the soil, test the soil, amend the soil, choose their seeds. It's a real passion project for me. I mean, I'm blessed. And you know how much I love the garden.
Yes,
so,
I know.
And passing it on to the students is incredible. So, yeah, it's quite the opportunity.
I'm so happy for you.
The whole thing is all about food security, right? Yeah. And where your food comes from. I'm so proud of the kids. They started these from seed and potted them up and potted them up and potted them up.
I've made so many friends in the gardens. If everyone were able to have the experience that I've had, it's a great thing.